guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making pickled zucchini. And before you tell me anything is wrong with making pickled zucchini in a water bath canner, I did look up a ball jar recipe where everything is acidic enough to put in a water bath canner. So whereas most people might not water bath can zucchini, they might pressure cook it, I'm going to water bath can it. So today we're going to be doing that. I had a whole bunch of zucchini that I picked from the garden, and they've been sitting on my counter for a few days, and I have already made one batch of this, so we're going to be making the second batch right now. This is my first batch that I did, and didn't film it or anything. I wanted to see how this would work out, and we're now going to do all of these steps all over again because I had that much more zucchini. I've already cut up all the zucchini. There were about 10 of them, and what you want to do first is put the zucchini in rounds or spears. I prefer the chunks just because I had huge zucchinis, so the rounds would have been 4 or 5 inches big, and you do want to make sure you take out the seeds if they are in the bigger ones because they are, it kind of makes the zucchini woody. Then you want to cut up some, I cut up red onion. The recipe called for white onion, but I just decided to use red onion because that's all I had. And you want to use about 1 pound of the red onion to 3 pounds of the zucchini. Then we're going to be putting some pickling salt over this and putting some cold water over it, letting it soak in cold water. Now what this is going to do is basically keep the crisp and keep the crunch, as well as take out some of the excess moisture. Okay, so I am using filtered water just because this water's been in the refrigerator. The sink water is probably not that cold, but we're going to fill that up as much as we can. We're going to put some pickling salt on it. Now this does call for 1/4 a cup of pickling salt, but all I have is sea salt, and I actually had to go buy some more. So we're just gonna put as much as we can of this in here and then stir it. Okay, we did add the pickling salt in there, and now all I'm gonna do is add a cap just so bugs and stuff don't get in there. And we're gonna let this sit for 2 hours. And then we're going to rinse and drain it. Okay, we are back at it. These have been in here for a good 1.5 hours, almost 1:45 minutes. I do have my pickling lime here or it's called Extra Crunch. And we're going to be putting those in these jars, 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then when the water bath canner heats up, we'll be putting all of these jars in there. We're also going to make the brine, and right after I put the pickling crisp in the jars, we'll work on the brine. Okay, so 1/8 teaspoon in every jar. Now each batch that I make is only going to be about 9 jars that I can fit in there, so I might have to make a couple batches, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I have 2 over there, so we might have to split this batch up. Okay, now we're going to be making the brine. I am just going to be putting 4 cups of vinegar, white vinegar, in here. That is going to be part of our brine. And then we're going to put sugar in there. So I've got granulated sugar, and since my 1 cup is dirty, we're going to be using a 1/3 cup, which means we're going to need 4.5 cups of sugar. I still need a half a cup. Okay, now we're going to be putting 1 teaspoon of celery seed and 2 teaspoons of mustard seed. We're also going to put 1 teaspoon of turmeric. This is what it's going to look like, and we're just going to stir this and make it come to a rolling boil. We want to make sure all of the sugar is melted. And this is going to become the brine that we pour over the zucchini chunks with the onion. While that is cooking down the brine, we're going to take this and rinse it. So I do have a colander here at the sink. We are just going to rinse all of this off. I still have some of this left in here, so we're going to start putting this in jars so that we can rinse the second batch. We'll probably do 6 at a time. Now I'm just going to be grabbing this from the cup that we used. I washed it from the vinegar. We're just going to be filling these all the way to the top. Some of it can be pushed down if it goes too high. Now that our jars are filled, we're going to put this brine in there. It has been a rolling boil. I just turned off the heat. I can't really see it. This is starting to heat up right now. So I'm going to be putting this brine in the jars. You want to fill it up until there is a 1/2 inch headspace. I might need to make more brine. I did the last time. Then we're going to be wiping the rims with white vinegar while that brine cooks. I put 6 of these inside here, and we're going to put it down and then put the lid on, and this will water bath can for 10 minutes, and then we're going to put the other 6 in there. You do want to make sure there is at least 2 inches of water above these jars. so that it can cook evenly. We're going to put this lid on and we will see you guys back in 10 minutes. Now that our water bath canning has been running for 10 minutes, I shut the heat off and I'm going to leave these in here for at least 5 minutes just to cool down. And then we have another 6 to put in there. I actually have 5 of the zucchini, and then I made one with peppers using the leftover brine from the zucchini. Our first 6 are out, and I did put the other 6 inside. Those are going to be water bath canning for 10 minutes once it starts boiling. And we're just going to keep these on this towel and on this rack. I have it on like a drying rack or like a bake rack. And we're going to keep these on here for 24 hours. Some of these tops will pop just like it just did. That should cave in eventually. But look at the color on this. Isn't it beautiful? I love the brine. I love the brine color. This is what it looks like after it's been in there for 10 minutes. Starts developing some more colors, and yeah, I can't wait to try these. So now I was able to put these on my canning shelf. I have some more canning stuff. I also have some zucchini bread, dry ingredients over here, but we made a good 20 of these. Plus we have our pickled peppers in that one jar. But I think they look great. They turned out great, and one of them didn't seal, so I put that one in the refrigerator and I'll be eating that one. That was yet another water bath canning recipe that I tried. We'll see what it tastes like. Since one of them didn't seal and I'm going to be putting it in the fridge, we're going to be trying it sooner than later because a lot of the canned stuff that I have on my shelf, we just put there until we need to use it, so it's not really eaten right away. But this one, since it's going to be in the fridge, will last 1 to 2 months. So if you guys are on a homestead journey or even growing your own food and then water bath canning and even pressure cooking your food, and you have any ideas for me or suggestions, please drop those in the comments below. I am going to be putting this recipe in the description below so that if you guys want to go ahead and make this, especially with this recipe, feel free to, and then come back and let me know how it was. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and click the notifications bell so you can receive a notification each time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. Thanks guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. I am going to be dropping the recipe that we made today in the comments below, so you guys can't, don't put that either. I am going to be putting the full recipe to this water bath canning pickle. Don't put that part. Before you ask, don't put that.